Hi everybody. So we have a little morning yoga flow for you to cultivate patience that you can bring with you throughout the rest of the day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Baileyyyoga, where we connect with our breath, connect with our movement, to connect with the moment. See you on your mat. So let's start in child's pose today. Bring your big toes to touch and bring your knees out wide to the edges of the mat. You can also bring your knees underneath you if that feels better. If you have a pillow, you might want to use it to create more comfort in this pose. You can sand the pillow in between your legs and just allow your hips to drop to your heels wherever you are. Reach your fingers out in front of you and then just allow your head to rest on the mat. Just take a few moments to connect with yourself, connect with your breath. You might just be waking up, so just taking some time to ground yourself. So bringing yourself into the present moment by bringing your attention into your body, to your breath. Today's class is all about patience. So see if you can cultivate an essence of patience throughout this class. So patience to me is accepting what is, slowing down, and just enjoying the whole process. Patience is just trusting that you'll get where you're going in time. So just remind yourself why you showed up on your mat this morning or whatever time of day it is for you. And just be patient with yourself. Accept what your body can do today and just know it is all a part of the process. Keeping your lips sealed, take a deep inhale through the nose, filling up your body. And on your exhale, just sigh it out, let it go. Take another deep inhale through the nose, fill up. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Take one more deep inhale through the nose, nice and slow. And then exhale, letting it all go. Slowly walk your hands back towards your body. Lift your hips, find a neutral tabletop position so you can remove the pillow or block underneath you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Make sure they're right underneath your shoulders, hips aligned over knees. Find that neutral spine first. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Find length in your spine. On your inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, gaze up to the sky. Exhale to round through your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly drops, chest lifts. And exhale to round through your spine, pulling those shoulder blades apart from each other. Go ahead and take a few of these on your own breath. Maybe you'd like to add some movement by moving your hips in circles, maybe gazing over your shoulder. Really just exploring your body. Being gentle as you wake your body up to get ready for the day. Really connect your breath and your movement here. Maybe letting your neck go a little bit. Take one more breath here. And then come back to a neutral tabletop position. Take your right leg, send it behind you, reach through the heel. So flexing your toes, send the crown of your head forward as you reach that heel back. Take an inhale, draw that leg up as you lift your chest. Exhale, pull that knee in towards your nose, round your spine. Inhale, lift your leg, lift your chest. Exhale, round through your spine, knee to nose. One more time like that. Inhale, leg lifts, chest lifts. Exhale, round through your spine, hug that knee in towards your chest. And then send that leg back behind you. Go ahead and drop that right knee next to the left knee on the ground. So crossing that knee behind your leg. And then from here, start to drop your hips down towards your heels, keeping your fingertips walking forward. Maybe open up your feet a little bit more. See if you can sink those hips down towards the ground. Maybe they reach, maybe they don't. Remembering not to push or pull your body into any pose. Just be patient with it. Allow it to go where it wants to go. And slowly come back up into neutral tabletop position. Take a few cat-cows with your legs crossed. And then go ahead and unravel them, shake it out, get ready for the other side. So inhale, left leg sends behind you. Press through that heel, flex your toes, find length in that spine. On your inhale, reach the leg high, lift your chest. Exhale, hug knee to nose. Inhale, leg lifts, chest lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, one last time, lift up. Exhale, hug knee to nose. And then send the left leg behind you, reach through those toes. And then set that left knee, cross it behind the right knee. And then go ahead and sink your hips down towards your heels as you keep on reaching the fingers forward. So just breathe into this posture, always using our breath as a tool to help us when we're uncomfortable. Take one more breath here. And then slowly come back up to tabletop. Take a few cat-cows with your knees crossed. And then uncross that leg, bring it back, neutral tabletop, shake it out. Bring your knees back to the edges of the mat, toes to touch, sink your hips back down to child's pose. This time, lift your hips a little bit. You're gonna send your right arm underneath the left, come onto the right shoulder and the right cheek. Switch this way so you can see. You're here. Keep on reaching the left fingertips out in front of you. Maybe roll over onto that back, stretching out through the back and the shoulder here. You can lift your hips or sink them down towards your heels, whatever feels better. Play around in this pose. And as always, breathe through your nose. One more breath. And press that left hand into the ground. Inhale, right arm reaches to the sky. And then exhale, set it back down. Sink your hips back down towards your legs. And then send the left arm underneath the right. Come on to that left shoulder and that left cheek. Keeping the right fingertips reaching out in front of you. Maybe lift the hips a little bit, roll over onto that shoulder. Keep on reaching those left fingertips away from you. Maybe gaze up towards the ceiling. Take one more deep inhale here. And then press that right hand into the mat. Inhale, left leg, left arm reaches up. Exhale, bring it back down. Send the hips to your heels. Reach the hands out in front of you. On your next inhale, pull yourself forward all the way onto your belly. Untuck your toes. Hands are underneath shoulders. Inhale, lift for cobra. Exhale, hips go back to child's pose. Inhale to draw your chest forward, lift your chest. Exhale, hips pull back, child's pose. Inhale, slowly bring it forward, pull your chest through your arms, gaze up. Exhale, hips to heels. One more time, inhale, pull it through, lift up for cobra. Exhale, push it back, child's pose. From here, lifting your hips, tuck your toes, send the hips high, coming to downward facing dog. Just take a few moments here to walk out your dog, get out any kinks you need to in your body. So again, another pose I love to explore in. There's no right or wrongs, no certain way you should look. You can do anything that your body is telling you it needs. Making sure your fingers are spread nice and wide, pressing away the mat with your hands as you send the hips to the back of the room. Your knees can be bent here. Once you've found some movement, go ahead and find some stillness. Gaze in between your toes at the back of your mat. Really enjoy this pose. Check in with your mind. Notice where your thoughts are wandering off to. Just bring your attention back into your body, back to your breath. And then bend at your knees, gaze to the top of your mat. Step to a forward fold. Feet are hip width distance apart, bending your knees. Go ahead and interlace your fingers. Bring your hands to the base of your head and then hug those elbows in toward one another. Just let the gravity pull your head forward, the weight of your arms. Maybe you can sway from side to side if that feels good. Keeping the weight of your feet in the front, the weight of your body in the front of your feet. See if you can soften your face muscles. Take one more breath here. See if you can sink a little deeper. And then releasing your hands down to the mat. Inhale, find your halfway lift, flat back. So send the crown of the head forward as you send the tailbone to the back of the room, creating space in between each vertebrae here. So lifting the chest, shoulders are down and back. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale to forward fold. Come back, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, plant through your feet, rise all the way up to standing, reach your arms overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Finding your mountain pose, so feet right under hips, really press into those feet, feel your roots reaching down into the earth, engaging the front side of our bodies, so lifting up nice and tall. Beautiful. And then inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, forward fold, hands through heart center. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Stay lifted on your fingertips, and then just start to rock your weight forward and back, shifting the energy around from our hips. And then go ahead and drop that back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale to lift up, low lunge. Exhale, shift the hips back, straighten the front leg for half split. Walk the fingers back forward for low lunge. Tuck the back toes again, lift the knee up. Inhale, reach up for crescent lunge. Just one breath here. And then exhale to plant your hands. Step back for high plank. Lower the knees, lower the chin and the chest. Inhale, lift up for cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Down dog. Bend at the knees again, step to a forward fold. Inhale through halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, gaze up. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, another halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the left toes to the back of the mat. Stay lifted on the balls of those toes. And then just start to rock your weight forward and back. Maybe draw some circles. And then go ahead and drop that back knee. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift up, low lunge. Exhale, hip shift back. Straighten the front leg for half split. Walk the fingers back forward, tuck the back toes again, lift the knee. Inhale, rise up for crescent lunge. One breath here. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower the knees, lower the chest and the chin. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then from here, lower your knees down to the ground. Keep your toes tucked. Walk your fingers back, sitting on your heels. So a nice, intense toe stretch here. Option to place a block underneath your hips to bring the ground a little bit closer. You can even stack 2 blocks, whatever you need to get comfortable here. Make sure your pinky toes are tucked under, and then just find length in your spine. You can rest your hands on your thighs. Go ahead and take a deep inhale, reach both arms high. On your exhale, right fingertips drop to the ground, left fingertips reach over to the side, gaze up towards the ceiling, open up the chest. Exhale brings you back to center. Inhale, both arms lift. Exhale, left fingertips drop, right arm reaches over. Keep your hips down on those heels. Inhale, reach the fingertips, open up through your chest. And then exhale, brings you back through heart center. Bring your hands in front of you, untuck your toes, tap out the feet. Sink your hips back down towards your heels, and then go ahead and stay here if this feels good, or you can begin to walk your hands back, lowering yourself down, stretching through this front side of our legs. Maybe coming down to your forearms if that feels good. Core is engaged here. Maybe try lifting the knees to stretch the front of your ankles. You can lift and lower if that feels good, or just hold a static pose, whatever works for you. Take one more deep breath here. And make your way back up to a seated position. Hands in front of you, cross your ankles. Come to a seated position with the soles of your feet together. So Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet touch, knees drop out wide. You can grab your feet or your ankles, whatever feels good. Find length in your spine, so lifting up through your chest. Really ground down those sit bones. Maybe close your eyes. You can flutter your legs if that feels good. Maybe shift your body around, find some more movement in your spine. Just allowing your yourself to explore your body, be patient with your movement. Take one more deep breath here. And then go ahead and send your legs out in front of you. Find a nice seated position first, maybe using a block underneath your hips here to lift the ground closer. You can bend your knees, and then take a deep inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Allow your neck and head to relax, grabbing anywhere along your legs, making that connection between your hands and your legs, really just feeling your physical body, bringing the awareness to your body. Maybe massaging out your feet or your shins here, giving yourself a little love as you set up to take on the day. No worries if you can't reach your feet. Again, this is where patience comes in. When I first started yoga, I probably was about here, so in time, you'll be able to reach your destination. But for now, just enjoy the journey. Take one more breath here. And then roll yourself back up to a seated position. Inhale, reach your arms high. With control, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. And then once you've reached the ground, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, maybe rock from side to side. Connecting back with your breath if your mind has wandered off. And then reach your legs nice and high. Stretch out through your feet and your ankles a little bit. Find some movement here. Try to align your heels right over your hips. Upper body nice and relaxed. And then go ahead and cross the right leg over the left. Bend at your knees and then reach down. See if you can grab your ankles, maybe your shins, or maybe all the way down to your feet. Keep your upper back on the ground and then just pull those heels in towards your outer hips. Send your breath to your outer hips. And go ahead, release your hands, send your legs back up to the ceiling, stretch it out. And then left thigh crosses on top of right. Bend the knees, reach down, grab anywhere along your legs or your feet. Pull the heels in towards the outer hips. And just breathe. Nothing else to do but breathe and just be right here, right now. And this beautiful moment that only exists once. Release your feet, send the legs back up to the ceiling. And then lower the left leg. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. Give it a squeeze. And then send it across your body. Open up through the right arm. Gaze over to the right fingertips. Both shoulders stay on the ground for your supine twist. Just allowing your body to fall as it naturally does. Releasing effort in this pose. So just allowing gravity to take over, finding some stillness here. And go ahead, it. Bring that knee back into your chest. Give it a squeeze. And then send the leg back up to the ceiling. Left leg comes up to meet the right. Right leg lowers down with control. Hug the left knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. And then send it across the right side of your body. Open up through the left arm. Gaze over to the left fingertips. Supine twist on the left side. So again, just tapping back into your breath here. Hug the knee back into your chest, give it a squeeze. Send the leg back up to the ceiling, right leg comes up to meet it. One last reach through those toes, and then hug both knees into your chest. Lift your neck, head and shoulders so you can wrap your arms around your legs, bring your forehead to your knees. Wrapping everything into one tight little ball, squeezing and contracting all of your muscles. Take a deep inhale to really come nice and tight. And then on your exhale, release everything down to the ground. Find your way to Savasana pose. Making any adjustments you need to get comfortable here. Palms are facing up, so we can receive the benefits of this practice. Just allowing yourself to be here in stillness for the next few minutes before you go off into your crazy day, just stilling your mind, connecting back with yourself, finding a sense of peace and calmness within yourself. Feeling the weight of your physical body supported by the earth beneath you. Soften through your face muscles, your shoulders, all the way down to your toes. Begin to bring movement back into your body. Just making mindful, gentle movements. Bringing yourself back here into this space. If it feels good, you can reach your arms over your head, reach down through your toes. And then make your way over onto your favorite side. Bring those knees in towards your chest. Head rests on your arm or maybe the ground. Take a moment here to honor growth in every moment. And when you're ready, you can make your way back into a seated position. Try to keep your eyes closed. Find length in your spine once more. And then bring the palms of your hands together. Bring your hands to your heart center. So as you go out into the world and start your day, just remember to be patient with yourself, with others, with the world. Remember, there is no rush to get anywhere. We're always right here, right now. So just enjoy the process and trust and accept what is. So with that, bring your thumbs to your third eye center, your center of intuition. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste.